little more evenly in the second. Bobby Portis in his bag in this one.
And he was a beast on the offensive glass in that first half. How can they slow him down?
And you know what, guys? I think it starts with having a body on him every time a shot goes up. I mean, they've got to do a better job boxing out.
Blazers trail by 16. They've got Thompson. Drew Holiday out there with Zach LaVine. Then it's Obi Toppin, and it's Portis in at the center position.
That is not the shot you need to be looking for when you're trying to break out of a slump.
And for the Trailblazers, Grant is the three with Kamara in the front court as well. Avdia out there with Damian Lillard. Now here's LaVine. Shot clock at 6. The shot that time not on target. Nice D from Avdia. And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Defended by Portis. It's hauled in by Portis. Portis has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Outside Holiday. Uses the glass on the layup. Holiday's got 9.
You know, Drew Holiday has so many great attributes, but I think maybe perhaps the best one is his mindset. He's even-keeled, he competes at a high level, and he never backs away from a challenge.
Now here's Lillard. Portland, no good that time either.
Ice cold coming out of the half. That's 0 for 3.
Thompson outside. Pass to Portis. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. 13 points in the game.
Tell you what, Portis has been so focused on the offensive end, doing all he can to rack up points.
And that's got to be a relief. Finally getting something to go here in the second half.
And it's Seattle with the ball. The Blazers making their last shot. Now LaVine. Out left to the wing. And here's Toppin from the arc. Hits the trifecta.
They've come out hot this second half, hitting 3 of their first 4 shots.
And so it's Lillard who brings up the ball for Portland. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Just 1 bucket and 5 attempts so far this half. They are looking for a spark offensively.
Now here's Holiday. He's got 9. Here's LaVine for 3. And they'll get another chance. Holiday, that one's good. Holiday's got 5 points now this quarter.
With deep range and a wide arsenal of moves, Holiday keeps defenders off balance.
Pulls it in from the elbow. That's good from Grant on the assist by Avdia. Avdia's got his 3rd assist of the night. Seattle leading by 22. Outside LaVine. Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Yep, that one goes. LaVine's got 9.
You know, it's not just a 3-point shot for LaVine. He's got a lot of bounce, and that helps him get to the hoop, too.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, the game is going global. Players Association president and sharpshooter C.J. McCollum said, with all the NBA players who weren't born in the United States, we're attracting fans from those places, and it's going to make our game better. And that's what we want at the end of the day. Back to you.
Crossing over borders. Allie, thank you. For Seattle, they've gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the 3rd quarter. Just over 3.5 minutes through the 3rd. And the basket by Holiday.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Now here's Avdia. He's averaging more than 12 a game. Consistent threat on offense. Back to Lillard. Over Holiday. And it's Portland scoring again.
Talk about a guy who can beat you consistently from all 3 levels. That's Damian Lillard.
Seattle leading by 22. Outside Holiday. Over Lillard. The shot by Holiday. No good. The Trailblazers have gone 4 of 8 in the 3rd. LaVine against Avdia. Back to Lillard. The 3 is up. Seattle pulls it in. Portis has got rebound number 11.
Going into halftime, he had 2 threes in his pocket, but hasn't added to that total since.
Toppin, a screen on Lillard. Here's Levine. Avdia pulls it in. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Seattle.
They've been all about high percentage looks in this game. Working the ball inside, doing whatever it takes to get it to go.
And the thing I've seen that I've really been impressed by is they've gotten everybody involved. Unselfishly making that extra pass, getting that ball to the right guy at the right time for the good shot.
Changes. Filipowski, he's checked in for Toppin, and it's Nesmith in for Thompson. Barnes, he's checked in for Portland. Love comes in for Kamara.
We really think of Damian Lillard as a scorer only, but this guy does a lot of good stuff out there. Assists, rebounds, really solid stats for him across the board.
Now here's Lillard. 13 points in the game. Lets it go from deep. Sends it home from three-point land.
3 points.
Lillard's got 16 points now.
Defensively, got to close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
Portis outside. Back to Holiday. Oh, stolen by Lillard. He's got a clear path. Misses off the left iron. Seattle leading by 18. Outside Holiday. Pass to Portis. Outside Nesmith. On the wing, Levine. 3 on the clock. Over Love. And again, it's Seattle missing.
He's having trouble getting anything to go right now.
For 3, here's Lillard. And rebounded by Zach LaVine. And LaVine has got the ball here for Seattle. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And while we have a moment, a look at the league leaders in fast break points over the last 10 games.
Over the last few weeks, they've been high flying, getting up and down the court with conviction.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first.
Holiday really is a soft-spoken guy on and off the court. Leads by example, is extremely reliable and talented, and his teammates have great respect for him because of it.
Scoot Henderson's checked in for Portland. Holiday hits them both. Blazers trail by 20. Over to the wing. Portland moving it around. Here's Avdia. Off target with the free throw line, Jay. For Seattle, they've gotten 6 of 11 attempts to fall so far in the third.
And they got a spot in the top half of the NBA for fewest turnovers per game. They do a pretty solid job protecting the ball on the dribble and making smart passes.
And that efficiency from the free throw line, which you mentioned, speaks to this team's discipline. They obviously pay attention to their fundamentals and value every chance they get to score. First one falls for him. And he makes the first, but misses the second. Blazers trail by 21. Henderson, right side. Back to Avdia. 3 from Barnes. Seattle pulls it in. Portis has got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Pass to Filipowski. It's stolen by Barnes. Now the Blazers on the move. Here's Grant. Seattle pulls it in. Neesmith with it. Checking his numbers, he's put up a little over 9 points a game. It's tipped. Love with the ball. Picked up by Neesmith. Now the Blazers on the move. Grant, left side. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
The inside defense gets right up on Grant, but he stays cool and finds a way through to his finish.
And he's gone 1 for 1 in the game so far at the line.
Guys, he's slightly fallen off his pace from a year ago at the line, and those points from the stripe have been a little harder to come by.
Fred VanVleet is checked in for Avdia. That one falls for Grant.
You know, the first thing that jumps out at you when you look at Grant is his athleticism. I mean, this guy is a terrific dunker and finishes well around the basket even when he doesn't dunk.
And Seattle calls time here. Changes. Williams is checked in for Portis. Thomas comes in for Zach LaVine. And it's Dunn in for Drew Holiday. And it's Seattle with the ball. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Barnes against Williams. Pass to Dunn. Clock at 6. Three-pointer. And Filipowski hits from deep. Filipowski's got 4 points in the quarter.
As a big, unless you're a dedicated rim runner, have to be some kind of threat from distance.
VanVleet misses. Seattle leading by 21. It's stolen by Love. It's an even 3-on-3 break. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Now here's Barnes. He's got 6. And Williams over to help. Intercepted.
Hey, you can only give one defender the steal in the stat sheet, but I think both guys had an impact there.
Here's Dunn. Got it. Dunn's got the second bucket on the night.
Tell you what, guys, there's no way you're stopping Dunn when he's that close to the hoop.
It's now a decade in the league for Chris Dunn. What's helped him stick in the NBA, Clark?
I think it's his defensive prowess, B.A., quite honestly. I thought he would be better overall, but defensively is where he's made his mark. He's terrific defending the ball, disruptive, and causes turnovers quite a bit. And usually he's going the top perimeter assignment every night.
Now here's Filipowski. 9 points in the game. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. They'll pin that one on Harrison Barnes.
Oh, I really like how Dunn draws these fouls. He's actually excellent at getting defenders to foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
Yeah, you know, a guy like Chris Dunn has a lot of value and utility in this league. As a matter of fact, we'd call that value-utility because he's reliable. He's going to get you something in just about every stat category, and he usually elevates the play of others when he's out there.
That one misses. And Portland's shooting just about 33% since this second half started. It's good. Barnes has got 8.
Can't allow Barnes that kind of good position in the post because once he has it, it's dinner time.
And here's Dunn. 5 points in the game. Now here's Filipowski. Hey, great D that time from Grant. Right side, Love. And that one's on target from the wing.
Yeah, that's just good basketball there by Grant, moving the ball to the wide open man and getting an assist out of it.
Outside Neesmith. And the shot goes down. 5 points in the game.
Yeah, showing a little versatility with their offensive attack. In the first half, it was about the three ball. In the second half, they've emphasized interior scoring.
Now here's Love. Averaging around 5 points a game. Shoots over Neesmith. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2. Seattle leading by 20. And there's 1:38 left to play in the third quarter. Filipowski sets a screen. Here's Dunn. Yep, count it. Dunn's got 5 points now in the quarter.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
The kick out to Van Vliet. The rebound by Filipowski. Filipowski's got 4 rebounds now. Thomas against Grant. Grant brings a double. Here's Filipowski. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. And here now, the small forwards having a big effect with their shot blocking this season. 5th best, Jeremy Grant.
These are some of the league's most versatile defenders in this group. I mean, they can mirror ball handlers on the perimeter as well as contest shots in the paint.
Yeah, they really do make up the perfect blueprint of a strong defender at the 3 spot, combining the ability to defend on the floor and in the air.
Now here's Love. From the top of the key, that's good from Van Vliet. And the assist by Love. Van Vliet's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
Pass to Thomas. 30 seconds left in the third quarter. And yep, it's good. Thomas has got 8.
And I'll tell you what, Thomas plays with a lot of courage. Got hit that time, no problem.
Back to Van Vliet. Barnes in the post. Williams defending. Barnes passes to Love. Shot clock at 5. The 3. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got 11 rebounds in the game. And here's Thomas from the arc. Oh, he beats the buzzer just in time. Wow.
Big time bucket, I'll tell you. Great clock management there.
An ideal way to end the quarter with momentum on your side.
And so it's Drew Holiday making things happen for Seattle, hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. We'll be right back after this word. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. We've got Cam Thomas. Gary Payton II is out there with Robert Williams. Then there's Chris Dunn. And it's Sims in at the 5. That one's good for 2.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Here's Wesley. With the floater. And that's 2 points on the layup.
That's the finesse part of his game right there. Lofting in that little teardrop.
Dunn outside. Barnes with the rebound. And so it's Barnes with it. He brings it up for Portland. Pass to Wesley. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Back to Barnes. And it's Portland scoring again.
Creating a high percentage look with a good decision on that pass.
Seattle leading by 23. Dunn, the pass to Thomas. Here's Sims. He's guarded by Barnes. And that one's good.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Now here's Murray. Pass to Wesley. Well, Clark, you were a bit of a trendsetter with this, but it seems the stretch 4 is here to stay in the NBA.
Well, the combination of size and touch, something I took pride in as a player. I was versatile. And back then, I mean, a guy 6'8" that was able to play inside and out wasn't as common as it is now. Teams want a lot of floor spacing, and they want as many players out there that can space the floor, including the big guys. So 4 out is now a standard practice of how the game is played.
Now here's Dunn. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. And there's a 3-second violation.
The ball goes to Portland.
For Portland, they've gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Thomas defends. Portland moving it around. Wesley. Seattle pulls it in.
Well, the defense refusing to give up anything easy. Love seeing that kind of intensity.
To the left wing. Back to Payton. Pass to Williams. 6 to shoot. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
First team foul. At the line for Seattle, Gary Payton II, taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And last season, the worst in about 2 decades for games lost to injury, Clark. Cause for concern?
I certainly think so, but I mean, I am a fan of load management, but I think it should be in practice time. That way, the guys can play as many games as possible for their team and the fans. Load management should be, I think, managed in the practice schedule.
Payton with a steal. Thomas outside. They set the pick. Looking to get back on track. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That one's on to Monty Kamara.
And I like how Thomas just battles for his bucket inside, even as a slightly smaller guy.
2 shots.
Free throw good. Thomas.
When you watch Cam Thomas go on one of his patented scoring outbursts, it's reminiscent of the microwave. He heats up quickly and can carry the offense in stretches.
And both free throws good for Thomas. And their biggest problem so far, taking care of the ball.
Yeah, they've made some great plays, but way too many turnovers.
Now here's Murray. Portland again missing.
And unlike some other guys, missing a wide open look won't hurt his confidence at all.
Toppin against Murray. Pass to Thomas. Portland grabs the miss. Kamara's got rebound number 8 now. Here's Wesley to snap the cold streak, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And he's playing the game with a certain flair right now.
Oh, he caps off the move with a little hang time on the rim.
Yeah, just couldn't contain himself, couldn't control himself there.
Now here's Thomas. There's a screen by Toppin. Thomas passes to Payton. And it's in there.
Yeah, it's always a good sign when Thomas is creating for his teammates.
The Trailblazers have gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And despite the NBA's popularity, some folks criticizing the wide-open style of play.
Yeah, you know, B.A., some of the artistry is lost when guys are mostly hunting for open threes. But for some teams like the Celtics and Warriors, that's been a championship-winning formula. And, well, we all know it's a copycat league.
And so he hits the technical free throw. Levine, he's checked in for Seattle.
Zach Levine.
And Portland has possession. Here's Wesley. 5 on the clock. Lets the three fly. And Toppin pulls it down. Toppin's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Takes one from 10 feet. Payton, no good. Portland's shooting just 38% here in the fourth. Again, the miss by Portland. Seattle shooting just 38% here in the fourth. Pass to Wesley. From the arc. He drops it from range.
He just showed us why they need to respect his shot.
And it's Seattle with the ball. Now Levine. Dunn outside. Payton with it. Shoots from the right block. Tried to bank it in, but it misses. Wesley, the pass to Murray. Here's Wesley. All right, Grant, as someone who played for and managed the U.S. men's national team, give us your all-time starting 5.
And, you know, I think I'll go with 2 of the program's all-time leading scorers, Kevin Durant and Carmelo Anthony. And finally, you have to have Kobe Bryant because of just how he reset the culture in 2008.
Here's Levine. The Blazers making their last shot. Second chance shot. Payton, no good.
Every player goes through this. When your shots aren't going down, it can ding your confidence.
Here's Wesley, defended by Dunn.
And it really took a while, but they've started to find their form. And this run's making the deficit look a little bit more respectable.
Clearly going to take a lot of work, no doubt about that, but it's not impossible. You need plays at both ends of the floor, and you got to have a bunch of them.
And Seattle calls time here. For our presentation of the player of the game, Bobby Portis.
It's almost beyond belief what he's done in this game. He's been impossible to cool off, hitting just about everything he looks at. It doesn't matter who's guarding him. He's had an answer for just about everyone.
Oh, he's a crowd favorite. This building is never more alive than when he's at his best. And he was beyond at his best tonight. He had this place going crazy. Seattle leading by 20. Outside Holiday. And they tell players your career is short. Maximize your earnings. But sometimes guys take less credit.
And, you know, different things go into that. Winning, comfort. And in some cases, you're talking legacy, you know, for those rare players who've been with one team their whole career.
Now here's Portis. And then Portis with the dunk.
The slam from Portis, impressive. Using that size around the rack.
Here's Lillard. Outside Kamara. Pass to Graham. The shot won't fall. Excellent D there from Toppin. And here's Portis. Tries a 10-footer. It's good. Off the glass. Portis has got 4 points now in the quarter.
He's getting it done offensively, making winning plays at every turn.
Portis with the steal. Grant against Toppin. Holiday passes to Levine. Portis with a screen on Avdia. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
You know, he's got to take care of the ball much better than he has been. By himself, he's accounted for 4 turnovers. That's way too many.
For Portland, they've gone just 6 of 14 in this final quarter. Lillard against Holiday. Lillard can't get it to go.
It pains me to say it, but he's hurting his team right now. Apparently, he still has the green light because he's jacking it up.
Holiday passes to Toppin. And Clark with the landmark decisions opening the door to NIL revenue for athletes in college and even in high school. It's the wild, wild west for amateur basketball.
There's no question the landscape is chaotic, dizzying even. But they deserve a slice of that pie, and this is a long time coming. Kids have an opportunity to leverage their talent to get paid right now. And in some cases, begin the process of creating generational wealth before they even become of age to vote. That's a pretty powerful combination.
Seattle has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Outside Levine. Nesmith with it, working on Grant. Nesmith's shot is off. And it's Lillard with the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. Pass to Grant. To win the cold spell. And Toppin pulls it down. Seattle shooting it well, almost 50% for the floor. Here's Holiday, drives to the hoop. Count that one. He's scoring at a nice clip. He's 6 of 9 tonight.
Boy, that's an example of the speed and strength of Holiday. Fully on display there. He's so good at scoring on the drive and playing through physical defense.
Now here's Lillard.
2 minutes remaining.
Looking to end this cold spell. No luck on that one. Some solid defense from Holiday. Levine against Avdia. Outside Holiday. It's deflected. For 3, here's Lillard. Seattle pulls it in.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
Here's Levine for 3. Drains the triple.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Now here's Lillard. Pass to Grant. Yes. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
The superb work ethic of Grant. My, what a nice, soft touch inside.
Outside Nesmith. 1:02 left in the fourth quarter. It's rebounded by Grant.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
It's nice they found their rhythm here, but the clock is just not their friend.
Now they're playing with urgency. They could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
And Seattle calls time here. 50 seconds left in the fourth. So Seattle going with almost an entirely new group here. Sims, he's checked in for Portis. Payton comes in for Toppin. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Levine. And it's Dunn in for Holiday. Sissoko, he's checked in for Portland. Love comes in for Damian Lillard. Now here's Thompson. It's stolen by Love. Here's the break. Here's Grant. And And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Great lead pass, anticipating where his man was going to be, not where he was.
Dunn outside. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
Avdia left side. Offline with a baseline jumper. So we see Seattle get the win here. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Bobby Portis.